Hello, I am fresh back from Universal Studios and I wanted to give you guys a couple of tips to help you in your endeavors of surviving the large estate that is known as Universal Studios. There are two lands. There's the Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios. Islands of Adventure has a lot more bigger roller coasters, water rides, which you hands down, if you don't want to be walking around in wet clothes and shoes, bring spares because you are going through a waterfall, especially on the Bilge Rat ride. A couple of things. If you are staying in a Universal Studios hotel, we stayed at Cabana Bay Resort, you get early park admission into the park. The whole week that we were there, it was only Islands of Adventure that was open early, and you can go an hour early to get into the park. You just need your room key. With going in, I recommend going even earlier because there's a huge line to get into the park. Once you are inside the park, there are only a couple of rides open. When we went, only the Wizarding World of Harry Potter was open, so Hagrid's motorbike ride was open. The Forbidden Journey ride was open, I believe, and then the Hippogriff ride was open. The only other ride that was open was the Spider-Man ride, and that was it. So the line was still huge for Hagrid's ride, but the kids love that ride, and it is a cool ride. Another tidbit that surprised me, that's how I'm going to say it, surprised me. If you purchase a $250 gift card in Universal Studios, they will give you a wand for free. The wand is not interactive that you are getting. It is for display only, which is still cool. The thing that's interesting is it's only a specific amount of wands. It's only this wand that's free or this one that's free. And if they are gone and you're down to just like 2 or 3 wands, then it starts to be like, oh, well, I kind of wanted Snape's wand or I wanted somebody else's wand, and they're gone. So you have a couple options. You can go out to their City Walk shop and see if they have any other wands and get them there. You can also only, I'm like, got my lipsticks everywhere. You can only get them at certain stores. So like in the front of Islands of Adventure, they had the wands, and then the City Walk, and that was pretty much it, other than within the Universal Studios park. Mobile ordering is helpful, but you will still end up waiting in line, especially at like Three Broomsticks or the Leaky Cauldron. So you can order online, which makes it faster. Once you get into the actual restaurant and are able to sit down, you scan what table you're on, and that way they'll bring the food out. What I liked was we mobile ordered, stood in line, got down, told them what table we're at, and they brought out the food. And then we were sitting there, and halfway through, my son wanted a frozen butterbeer. We were already there. We could order it. And then another day, we decided we wanted dessert. We could order the dessert and get it that way instead of getting out of our seat, standing in line to get another treat or whatever. We could just order it right there. Can you think of any other, Jake, tidbits for Universal? I personally loved Universal Studios more than Islands of Adventure. My son loved Islands of Adventure more. He liked all the roller coasters and getting wet. We brought spare shoes. We didn't want to walk around in wet, squishy shoes all day, but it was nice to get cooled off. I recommend those neck fans. We found some on Amazon. It is so hot, and wearing a mask, oh my gosh, we were dying. There was one day I just said, can we just go in a store because there's air conditioning? It's so hot. It was so hot, but the neck fans helped. I feel like Universal Studios had a lot more ride lines that were indoors, so they were air conditioned, so that was nice. And I could literally spend all day in Diagon Alley. It is so cool. There are 10 stores, several different places to eat and get treats, like a butterbeer ice cream. Hello, it was amazing. And then Nocturne Alley, which is all dark and creepy and awesome, which is perfect for my Slytherin husband. It was a lot of fun. We enjoyed ourselves. We finally got to see Pandora at night when we went over to Animal Kingdom, which is just gorgeous. It's so beautiful. And Magic Kingdom always is magic. So if you go, just understand the caveat. If you have early park admission, it is not for every ride. It is only for the Wizarding World on both sides and maybe one other ride. And then if you do decide to get, if you get like a cloak, which is $125, and oh, that's another thing. The gift cards are only good for souvenirs, not for food. That was a surprise because, a family of 4, you're spending $60 on a meal, easy, and you can't use your gift card for that. Disneyland, you can use gift cards, but they don't have the perks of getting something for free. So I think that's kind of the caveat. But it was so fun, so amazing, but so hot, so hot. Bring plenty of water. Don't lose your big water bottle. We lost ours. They do not hold on to those. They just throw them away if you lose them. But enjoy it. Get cool souvenirs. We got shirts that say I served in Azkaban. It's really Diagon Alley is so cool because it's kind of hidden behind a brick wall. Like, it's just really cool, and the music and the fire breathing dragon never gets old. It's so fun. So I totally recommend it. Have fun, enjoy it, get a butterbeer for me.